Mark Fabish, and I am here with Dan Felix, who is the founder and principal of the Professional Trustee Legal Organization. So in today's business environment, it's very important for companies to have a unique selling proposition, distinguish themselves among their competitors. How would you characterize the professional trustee in the marketplace?
Well, we can get into a lot of details, and I think I have a list of 10 or 12 that I've articulated, but it really comes down to this. We're not just about the money. We're about the whole family. The approach to just be around finances and being a financial conservator, well, that's a part of it, but it's not enough. We take a really holistic approach to the situation, and that's why we're looking at the family as a whole and not just about the money.
Now, I know you've founded a group called the Chicago Trustee Collaboratory.
Yes.
And can you tell me just a little bit about that group?
Well, sure. Well, the collaboratory I founded because I really needed it, and also because the discussions about what a trustee does in so many professional or so-called professional places is really just about handling the money. Now again, handling the money is a critical importance, and it's not the whole ball game by any stretch of the imagination. So we needed some place where we could share ideas, develop them, and offer them online to others. So we're advancing our practice, and we feel raising the bar as to what trustees should be doing out of this collaboratory.
And in general, what do you recommend to families as to whether you would act as a trustee or whether you would be helping one of the members of the family be the trustee?
Well, it's a great question, and you know, every family is really different. So to look at their situation, both as to the constellation of family members, what their situation is, what their needs are, what their trajectory is, so to speak, as well as what their financial situation is, as well as their other assets. It's all a cluster to look at. The biggest place where I've been able to give help so far is in the troubled trustee situation. It's where a family member has stepped in to be trustee, and for a number of different reasons, it's not working out, so there's trouble. And I can come in that situation and either advise the family member or sometimes even step in to serve as trustee, and the families really benefit, and the troubled trustee can breathe a sigh of relief.
And one thing I've noticed when I attended a collaboratory group meeting is you would think that the topic of trusts and all the legalities would be very technical and maybe even dry. But I was struck by how much of the conversation is centered around the families and how they can either have this turn out badly, or it can be, as you say, a blessing or a curse. Can you explain that a little bit?
Well, sure. And I'm glad you're getting it as well here, because it's really, that is the fundamental issue around the whole thing. And the challenge is that most families aren't trained or prepared for this whole transition process. And it's an emotional transition process to begin with, to have a family member go through disability and ultimately death. So where we can come in and help the conversation is to help embrace the family, hold them through this, provide some basic and essential supports, which includes the confidence that the money is going to be taken care of, but more so that the family is going to be taken care of. So that really is the essential overview of our approach with it.
Well, Dan, thank you very much for coming in. Very good to talk to you today.
My pleasure, Mark. Thanks for having me.